Did you know April the 12th, 1981 was the launch of the first space shuttle, and it was the day I got caught mitching from school because of my dyslexia. And if you want to know how it happened, it's very simple. On that day, I spent a few hours in Raheny Library. Yes, Raheny Library on the Mitch. If you don't know what on the Mitch means, it means being absent from school without your parents knowing and your teachers believing you were at home. So there it was. I decided to come home early. I knocked on my mother's door and she answered the door. I said, why are you home early from school? I said, Mum, today is the space shuttle first launch ever. And the science teacher told us we could go home early from school. And she said, that's brilliant, Mark, well done. Thank God, because I was big into the space shuttle program. So I went in and I sat down in front of the TV because it was live on RT1. And she said, would you like a bowl of soup, some bread? I said, yeah. I was amazed because we weren't allowed to have any food watching TV or in that room. Well, not during the day. And this was about 2:30 in the day. And then she brought in the soup. I was having the soup, and then slowly the shuttle countdown began. And I got down to 10, 9, God, the excitement, and she was yapping away, and I was trying to ignore my mum. 8, 7, 6, and she was going on, then 5, 4, and then she dropped those immortal words. Your school rang today, looking for you. And I didn't hear the space shuttle taking off. I didn't hear the final countdown. And she looked at me and said, you just wait till your dad gets home. Now the thing that was even more threatening with that was my dad worked at sea. So unlike normal dads when their dads come home in the evening, my dad wasn't coming home for 4 bloody days. So I had to wait for 4 bloody days till he came home and basically told me off and brought me into school and embarrassed the hell out of me for being on the Mitch. But I was on the Mitch because I was dyslexic. I was having a terrible time in school. I didn't like school. Algebra and maths, completely beyond me. It was only years later I did realise how good I was in maths and other stuff, and when I got help and when I realised how clever I was. So there's a story for the day after the new launch that the Americans are doing to reach the moon. Take care.